Welcome to Vermilion Tide Tarot. I am B, and I am back with another pick a card reading. I said I wasn't going to do pick a card readings, but I am actually feeling called to. I actually really enjoy doing the pick a card readings. I just feel that they take a lot of energy out of me usually, but Spirit is telling me try again with a different approach and maybe different topics. So I'm going to try a different topic this time. I want to delve into what others think about you or what others want to know about you, other people's perception of you. I'm going to try, keyword try. I'm going to attempt to light this candle. It's pretty burnt down, but I love this candle. I made this candle myself. And it really, I don't know if I can read. I got it, cool. It just has the perfect scent, and I can't emulate that again, unfortunately. So I am going to burn it until it's all gone. So we're going to choose piles with this this archetypes deck. This is not the full deck. This is just the selves within the archetypes deck. So you will be choosing your pile based on, I would say, my intention here is I'm asking Spirit to give me cards that best represent my piles. So that is you, the viewer. So whatever self you most resonate with, that comes out is the pile for you. For some reason, I'm feeling very particular. Like I need to slow down. Take it slow. I don't like to rush things for this pile is what I'm feeling. And I'm actually feeling, oh, look, there it is right there. The Judge. Okay. Pile 1 is the Judge. I'm just going to tell you what I'm feeling for this pile with the Judge and how I felt like I needed to slow down and be more particular and more precise with my movements. I feel like if it describes you that you are, the word analytical is coming to mind, someone who pays close attention to detail and somebody who really weighs options, who really weighs things out and really, like I said, pays close attention to things, people, places, is very well aware of their surroundings, maybe. Okay. We've got 2 here. The one that I'm seeing, though, is the Eternal Child. I actually think this is pile 3. The Self. Okay. We're just going to do 3 piles. So we have pile 1, the Judge, pile 2, the Eternal Child, and pile 3, the Self. So, since we did for pile 1 a little descriptor or the feelings that I was getting for pile 1, I'll tell you about the other piles as well. For pile 2, what I'm getting from this card here is someone who's lighthearted, who's playful, who is open to whatever. And then for pile 3, I'm almost getting this feeling of someone who is a social chameleon, someone who can fit in with literally anyone. So let's center these on the camera, give you a few more moments to decide or see which pile feels most like you. And then we will get right into your reading. If you chose pile 1 with the Judge, this is your reading. I have 3 decks laid out here. I'm about to shuffle these, get your piles ready, and then we'll jump right into your reading. Okay, pile 1, I have your cards laid out here. I already went ahead and rearranged them. When they come out, I kind of lay them all out in a row, and then I have to kind of analyze. So I've already kind of looked at your cards before I started rolling film. But already I'm going to tell you I haven't gone too far deep into this yet. We're gonna take it as we go. So, but what I have noticed so far, people may think that you are a very mature person, first of all, someone who takes things seriously. Not serious in a way that you're not fun, though, because we have Sagittarius here. This is a very nice mix of energies, actually. I think that people view you as a very, very, very well-rounded person. People view you as a very fair person. Somebody who has good moral standing with the Judge and the North Node, even, because you have compassion here. We have moral standing is screaming at me right now. with this compassion card here. And like I said, the Saturn energy and the stop, and this makes me feel like someone who like when when someone's doing something that's kind of maybe shady or not right or not by the books or something like that, you may be the person that says, whoa, hold up, wait a minute. We even have this on the Judge card. We even have this hand going like this, stop here. And we have the word stop in Saturn. It's just, it's really like when you see something, you say something. And people know that about you. I think they're very well aware of that. And I think people don't try to sneak things past you. I don't think people mess with you. I don't think people try to influence you in any kind of way, because I feel like they don't think they could, first of all. But also because I don't think people would want to taint your purity. I feel a sense of purity here. We have Mars. Like I said, this is such a, I don't know, this is a cool mix of energies. We have Witch, and then we have Mars here. So people may perceive you to be a very active person, a very passionate person, somebody who really, I'm hearing the word conviction. Like whatever you do it with surety. Like you're sure of whatever you're doing. When you decide to do something, you do it to its fullest. I don't know how else to put that. People also, I think, would perceive you to be quite successful with that North Node. People might perceive you to be lucky even, because when I think of Sagittarius, I think of Jupiter as well. We have Sagittarius, which is a fire sign. We have Mars, which is fire. It's a very nice mix of fire and earth, actually, with that Saturn. And with the Judge, it makes me think of Libra. So it makes me think of somebody who's fair, and that's air energy. Like I said, it's just like a really nice mix. And compassion makes me think of, water energy. So we're getting kind of like, we're getting all elements here across the board. People also may think that you are stop and go. So that was one thing that came to mind when I was shuffling the cards. We have stop here, and then Mars. Mars is like go, 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 and stop is like, wait a minute, wait a minute. So some people may perceive you, I don't think it's everybody, I think it's just maybe certain types of people may view you as stop and go. I think that this comes from the fact that some people don't understand how complex human beings are, and they have a very narrow view of what a person should be, or a very narrow perspective of what people are. It's like maybe the people around you, it's like a small group of people. Maybe you don't know a whole lot of people. But I think that if you did tap into your Sagittarius energy here, this energy of Sagittarius, which I think you have that spontaneous, expansive vibes to you, I think that you would meet more people, and more people, there would be an even wider scope of perceptions about you, because you are so multifaceted is the word I'm hearing. And, I don't know, maybe there's a bit of a little bit of a nudge there from Spirit to get you to kind of like get out and get to know more people. Because I don't think that the people that you're around I don't think that the people you're around maybe have the capacity to see you fully, like see the bigger picture of who you are, actually. And so some of them might have a little bit of a more, I'm not going to call it a negative perspective, but like just a way of seeing you that's not accurate. Like it's like, I don't think some people see how like amazing you are, actually. I think they might even know that you have depth, but they like don't even bother to go there. They don't even bother to get to know you. I'm really sorry about that, Pile One. I don't, this is coming through pretty strong, actually. And that's a shame. I'm hearing that you need to broaden your horizons here. I'm hearing that you need to get out there. There's a lot of people just waiting to meet you, is what I'm hearing. There's a lot of people waiting to get a taste of your energy. And these people would really appreciate it. So I think I'm going to pull some tarot now that we have all of the oracles laid out. I'm going to use this little miniature deck to save space. I love these little miniature decks. This is the Rider-Waite, so we will get the traditional standard imagery. Spirit, what else for pile one? What are people perceiving about pile one? We have the High Priestess. Okay, I'm glad that just came out because I haven't even really delved into this witch metaverse here. So with the High Priestess and this witch card here, people do perceive you to be something otherworldly. Actually, you're a bit of an enigma is the word. You, first of all, people could think that you are into witchcraft, even though I don't think all of you are. We do have the word witch here, but I don't even think that the people who come across this are all going to be into are going to be Wiccans, but I do believe that you have magical qualities, first of all, but also I do believe that you are tuned into a higher frequency. And I do think, whether you know it or not, you probably communicate with angels directly, not just through tarot readings and stuff, but I think you literally probably get messages, and it kind of like expresses in your life. People are probably thinking that person's connected to some higher power, and they're receiving messages and actually deciphering it and understanding it, because you just ooze that. Like it's just I think people can just sense it. They sense that there's something divine is the word that's coming to mind, something divine about you. I'm hearing the word anointed even with this little dropper. It's making me think of like anointing oil. Like, I don't know. You've been chosen. I don't know. There's just like this. And I'm hearing, if like some of you may make a good judge. You may be a very good judge at character, actually. I'm hearing that your judgments are accurate. Your judgments are on point. And I think it shocks people. I think people are like, what the heck? Like, I think at first they might doubt that you were being a good judge of character in some instance, but then like later it turns out that you were actually spot on, and people are shocked because they can't fathom how you could have been that accurate about this thing or this person or this situation. Yeah, I think some people do realize just how much depth you have, how multifaceted you are. I'm hearing how big of a deal you are. You're kind of a big deal is what I'm hearing. I'm not trying to butter you up here, Paul One, but honestly, I'm just feeling that. We have the Empress, yeah. You're beautiful. You're beautiful, Paul One. I think a lot of people think that you are the epitome of beauty. And it's not just physical beauty. It's like I said, it's a multifaceted type of beauty. It's the best kind. It's the kind everybody strives and wants. Even people who are like extremely model, like, a perfect 10 physically, they want the kind of beauty that I'm talking about right here. They want like multifaceted beauty. They want to be beautiful on the inside, the outside, all of it. And that's what you are, Pile One. We have the Six of Cups. You could be someone who's sentimental. It's the word that's coming to mind with this one for some reason. You could be a pretty sentimental person. Things mean a lot to you. And that makes sense with this compassion card. I'll put that there. And it's definitely when it's paired with this Empress card, because the Empress is like the mother. This is beautiful. Little Spirit. How do people view Pile One? Now, after I pull a couple more of these tarot cards, we are going to get channeled written messages of things that people have actually literally even either said about you or are literally thinking about you. Spirit, what else? For Pile One. What are people perceiving about Pile One? I'm hearing that you're the best at something with this Mars. Like, if you're competitive in nature, some people may perceive you to be competitive in nature. If you are competitive, I'm hearing that you're actually like better at whatever you compete with. Like, I don't know. If anybody ever gets into a competition with you, they realize that they're not going to win at whatever that thing is. Like, if it's board games, you're going to win. If it's arguments, you're going to win. If it's intellect, you're going to be smarter than them. Like, you can outwit people. You're just really good at everything. We have the Fool reversed. So some people may perceive you to be, it's so strange because you are a really good judge of character and you have good discernment. But some people, not all of them, I think it's a very small amount of people, will think that you, I don't know, like maybe you squander opportunities, or you don't see, I don't know, there's like a bit of gullibility here for some reason. I think it's because you're a fair person and you take people for their word, and people think that you are gullible for that reason, or like naive in some way. Naive is the word. Naive is the word. That goes with that North Node compassion. And this, yeah, this makes sense. With the Six of Cups there. Don't take that as a bad thing though, Pile 1, like honestly, because people are jerks, man. People are so, like, they expect everyone to be cynical. And I don't think you're a cynic. And I think that's beautiful. I think that's part of what makes you so beautiful, Pile 1. Maybe I'll get one more of these, I think. What else, Spirit? For Pile 1, what do people think of Pile 1? We have the Five of Swords reversed. I feel like this goes with the Fool, and it goes over here with this Mars. I feel like people think that you could possibly be, it's so funny because they think that you're basically like at anything that you, have competition with, you win, but they also think that you're losing something for some reason. It feels like defeat. Some people may see you to have a sort of defeatist attitude, which is weird. So you're not cynical. I want to be clear. Like, there's not this like Debbie Downer vibe, because loser, the word loser, like it's not that you're losing something, it's that you're missing something. And it may look like a loss, you know, like you're losing out on something. You're losing out on something. That's actually the word I'm hearing. Yeah. Maybe one more. Spirit, what else? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I need to talk about this more with this Fool reversed and this Five of Swords reversed. I feel like some people think that, how could you not do something with this? Or maybe they think, how could you not do something with your life? Because I think they see how talented you are. I think they see how smart you are, how good of a person you are even. Like, they see how amazing you are, and they may be thinking like, why aren't you using that to your benefit? You're losing out on something. So I guess in a sense, the word loser was the right word, but it's not in like these people don't think derogatorily of you. They don't, or is that even a word? They don't think of you in a derogatory way as far as this is concerned. It's in a way of, that's a shame. I'm hearing that's a shame. Like, why doesn't Pile 1 do something with this? I think these people actually are rooting for you, believe it or not. Even though the word, like, you know, I don't know. I just feel like with the word loser, it just felt like that's not the right word. But it is. It's like you have lost something. It's like you're not. It's like you're choosing. They think maybe you've fumbled in some way. I don't know. I don't know. Like, life's a game, and they might think you're losing at it. And they don't know why, because you have like literally amazing, like for instance, if it's football, you have amazing athletic skills. Like, why aren't you, like, what's going on here? People may not communicate with you a whole lot. They may think about you a whole lot and not actually say anything to you. They may not want to. This is so weird. Do you have haters, Pile 1? I think you do. Some people really love you and are rooting for you and support you. And some people are just like, they could care less if you like have a successful life or something like that. Because I think some people perceive you to not be successful, even though they know you are with this North Node. I don't know. It's a very mixed bag with you, Pile 1. Like I said, you're a bit of an enigma, and that makes people uncomfortable, I think. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups. Yeah, people think you're a very compassionate, very loving, very open-hearted person. Very sweet. Very caring. Like I said, compassionate. Like, when you can help someone, you do help them. You help people. You extend generosity to people even. I think that people really like you. I think that there will be people that are kind of haters that with this Five of Swords reversed and the Fool reversed here. Some people think of you like, I don't know, they want to think that they're better than you in some way, because they think that you've lost out on something, or that they think they have something that you don't. But that's just a very select few people. The other people involved in this reading that I'm picking up here really love and support you and think you're amazing. And I think that they believe you're going to be successful with that Saturn and North Node. I think even the haters might, to be honest. That may be why they're hating. I think it's going to be the jealous type that are haters. It's going to be the people that, it's so funny because it's like, yeah, I even know people in my life that they have some level of success. They're successful in some way, but they're still jealous of people. It's like they try to overachieve to compensate for something else. And I think I think there's some people that are surrounding you, pile one, that are like that. And they project on you, I think, their negative qualities or their negative traits. But two, I think they just don't quite understand who you are and what you're about. Their idea of success, I think, and what it means to be a winner in life is kind of just like lame. I don't know. Yeah. Hopefully this was helpful for you in some way, Baldwin. The majority of people think that you're a cool person, and they know that you're talented and you're a good judge of character, and that you're very, very well-rounded and stable. Stable in that you know yourself. I think all the people that I've tapped into here that are surrounding you, Pile One, know that you are self-aware, that you're highly intelligent, that you are passionate, you are driven, you're a hard worker for sure with Saturn, and that you're fair and you don't let people get away with stuff. You don't let people get over on you. Like, if they're a jerk, you call them out. You're not afraid. You're not afraid of confrontation, that's for sure. And I think a lot of people hate that. Like, they want somebody, like, if they come at you funny, they just expect you to just take it. And you're not the kind of person that does that. And the people that are confrontational do not like a person who will say something back. And I think you deal with that. I think you have some people like that in your life, Pauline. And that's unfortunate, but hey, you just keep doing you and you be you, because it looks to me like you're a pretty amazing person. And I think that you have a lot of success up ahead, if not having already been successful, Pauline, because you have Saturn and North Node there. Yeah. So hopefully something in this reading resonated with you. If it didn't, we have other piles to choose from, and feel free to check those out. If you have not liked or subscribed and you did like this video and you thought it was helpful in some way, please do like it and subscribe. I hope to see you in the next one. If you chose pile 2 with the Eternal Child, this is the right place. So I'm going to now shuffle these 3 piles of cards here, and we will dive right into your reading. Okay, pile 2. So where do we start here? What do people think of you? What do people think of when they think of you? What might people be saying about you? Which, by the way, I feel it necessary for some reason before I even start with this pile. Just because someone thinks or says things about you, it doesn't make it true. Just whatever comes out here does not make whatever comes out here true. It doesn't mean that it's accurate. It just means it's the way people see you. And it may not be the way everyone sees you. It could just be one person or a specific person. We have Uranus. We'll start with this. Some people may think you're a little peculiar. Actually, the word peculiarity is coming to mind here. They may think that you do things differently. And they also, I see the word unexpected change, or the phrase unexpected change. They may think that you do things that are like a little unexpected, like unpredictable things. I don't know. I'm hearing they think that you do things that are a little odd. You don't fit in with the crowd is what I'm actually getting. With fresh perspective, I think that you bring new ideas to people. We have ideation there too. I think that when you talk to people or interact with people, they come away from the interactions with you thinking in new ways. And I think that it's really positive. I think it's a positive thing. We have emotions. They may think that you are very in touch with your emotions. very in tune with other people's emotions. You may be a very empathic person. We have ideation. So with this ideation, I'm thinking of you may be a dreamer. You may have big dreams, or the way you think of things is like we have the eternal child there. Someone like youthful, in a very youthful way. Like life has not beat you down. People are probably confused by that with the Uranus card there. They might be like, what in the heck? How is Paul 2 not, how have they not been dulled down like the rest of 90% of adults in the world? And some of you that come across this video may be younger, but if you're not younger and you're like over the age of 20, people think that they may be wondering how you keep that youthful air about you. With Virgo and this rest card here, I feel like people may say things about your health or wonder about your health. Some people may think that you are healthy and some people may think that you're unhealthy. It's like this dichotomy. It's like half the people that you come into contact with are like, wow, that person's like full of life and youthful. And then the other half may perceive something about you to be they may think that you are not at your fullest potential as far as health goes. They may think that something's wrong, and I think that the ones that think that something's wrong is people that know you or that are close to you, actually. But people who don't know you and aren't close to you think that you're full of energy because they might not be used to that. So, yeah, it's a weird, I don't know why that came through, but it must be something. We have Saturn and we have stability here. I don't know how to, Sarki, I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce that. This is a weird deck. This looks like the Emperor card to me. This is why I put Saturn here. It's giving me Papa vibes. It's giving me daddy vibes. Some of you could be a masculine energy. Some of you could be a female with masculine energy, or you could be a masculine person, male gender. But the overall takeaway from this is that you have a very commanding energy, a very, not commanding in a bad way, like, strong. It's like a strong energy. It's like a solid energy. It's like, I can't be moved. Like somebody that, people don't try to get over on. They don't try to mess with. Pile 1 kind of had the same vibes or had a similar theme, but it didn't, and it was like a different flavor. We have 11th house here, and 11th house makes me think of somebody who's friendly or gets along or fits in with different people. You may be, we have the word altruism there. You may really care about the greater good. I feel like you really care about humanity. I think you're a humanitarian, actually. And I want to notice, I keep wanting to put this over here. It does look like the same colors on that card a little bit, the jellyfish there. I feel like you really care with emotions in 11th house. You feel, I think some people pick up on the fact that you feel what they're feeling. People think that you're connected to other people's emotions, like the collective. Maybe people are aware of your spirituality, and think that you are in tune with the collective. And some people may think that you're going to go on to do great things for humanity, actually. Interesting. What else do I see here? Okay, I think I'm going to pull some tarot now. So for pile 1, I was gonna do written channeled messages, but when I got the pen and paper out, I couldn't get anything. We'll see if I get anything for you. We have the sun. Some people think you're very, there's a little kid on there, the little kid on the horse. Some people may think that you're very like sunny disposition, cheery, positive. Chipper is the word I'm getting here. Look at this. We have the 4 of Swords. This goes with rest. I'm going to put Virgo actually right here. I'm going to put that 4 of Swords there. With rest, they may think that you are absent, like you're not. So with pile 1, I got a very active vibe. And for your pile, I get I'm a homebody vibe. I'm getting somebody may be a germaphobe even with this Virgo. They may think you're very particular about, like, maybe you wash your hands a lot, or you are funny about, like, I don't know, having animals in your house or something like that. I know I'm kind of like that, and that's kind of what's coming to mind with this. It's so weird that came through randomly. But some people may think that you are, what was I saying about this rest and the Four Swords? You may be a little absent or not around much. So I'm getting the word ghosting. I feel like it's like people rarely see you, is what I'm getting. They might want to see you more. What else? Pile 2. What are people perceiving about pile 2 spirit? 4 of Pentacles. While you do have great compassion for humanity, and you could be someone who, like, other people could see volunteering for, like, humanity work, and, like, I don't know, I just feel like people have witnessed you being very compassionate towards humanity or towards humanitarian efforts in some way. Even though you have that energy, people feel like you are withdrawn and like you don't share yourself. Excuse me, I just had a hiccup thing. People feel like you don't share yourself fully with this 4 of Pentacles. Interesting. Ace of Cups. You could, yeah. So there is a compassion card in the deck that has this card in it, and pile 1 got it, but I'm actually picking up that vibe for you too. You may be Eight of Swords. I feel like people think that you hold yourself back. Yeah, I do think that you are related to pile 1 in some way. It's like this is just a different. I do feel like you and pile 1 are the same. I feel like you are both piles, and I think that this is just different lenses that different types of people view you through. I hope you understand what I'm saying there. I don't know how else to say that. It's weird. Ace of Wands too. You're a very creative person, very emotional person. Very creative. Ooh, you might create beautiful things with all that emotion and the creativity. This is something fresh too. Like, you could be a trendsetter. Like, people could really look up to you, or like you do things that are different. It makes them want to do it. Trendsetter. Yeah. What else? We have the 5 of Cups. Yeah. And the 9 of Pentacles. People might think that you are a bit of a... This 9 of Pentacles has a really interesting feeling to it. People could see you with Saturn and... Okay. With the Saturn and the Emperor there, and this 9 of Pentacles gives me... like bad bitch vibes. Like... someone who is, I think you're destined for success, and like I said, I think you're related to pile 1, so you'll hear messages about that in pile 1. But with the Saturn, like, you're destined for success. You're destined to do big things, and maybe have like a legacy of some sort with that Emperor card there. We have the 10 of Wands reversed. I think that you get overwhelmed at times, and I think it holds you back with that 8 of Swords. I think you get overwhelmed, and you could have depressive moments of depressive spells with the 5 of Cups. Yeah, where you kind of withdraw and you go, like, you hold what's the word, like, sometimes you'll be friendly with this 11th house stuff. You'll be friendly and go around people and be emotionally connecting to people, and then, like, if you have depressive episodes, and I think it could be health related with this Virgo, this four of Swords and rest. Sometimes when your health takes a dip, you may, like, withdraw, and you may hold back from people and not go around people. Yeah. Let me know if this is accurate in the comments. I'm curious to know if, like, if any of this resonates or if it's true. We have the 8 of Cups. Some people could view you to be someone who doesn't stick around when things go sideways. I don't know. Like, you're not hesitant to get up out of there, whatever that means. Like, if something peeves you, because we have Virgo here, if something bothers you or something gets on your nerves or something's, like, uncomfortable or it gives you anxiety, you're like, I'm out of here. Like, I'm not dealing with this. all right, I'm out. Like, that's kind of the vibes I'm getting there. And that, I think, kind of goes with this stuff over here. It's like, you're not messing around. Like, you're not, ain't nobody got time for that, is what I'm hearing. Yes, Spirit. Because that Emperor card there is Aries vibes. Like, it's somebody who, Four of Cups. Yeah. Some people may perceive you to get bored easily. They may think that they bore you. They may think, like, when you interact with people, they can probably, like, some people could probably sense that you're, like, not interested in what they're saying, or that their conversations aren't stimulating enough for you, or something like that. I don't know. There's just this vibe of people thinking that, I don't know. Some people, and I'm just going to tell it like it is, because I don't like sugarcoating things here. Some people may think you're hard to please, actually. That's nothing to be ashamed of, pile 2, because you don't settle. You don't settle for things that are less than satisfactory for you. There's nothing wrong with that. It kind of propels you forward. It pushes you forward. That's this Emperor energy. If the Emperor just settled for crap quality, then he wouldn't build a beautiful, amazing empire. Like, you can't, you have high standards. That's what I'm hearing, that's what I'm thinking, actually. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, strength. You have a strong character. That Emperor there too. You're a strong person. If you're a feminine, then you have strong. Some people might be intimidated by you if you're a feminine. Like, men might be intimidated by you if you're feminine. And other women might really look up to you for being strong. I think a lot of women would really feel, what am I trying to say here? They look up to you. They want to be you. I think you're an idol for some women. Spirit. You have the Six of Pentacles. You're very generous. So with this strong energy, you got compassion, humanitarian. You're very generous. I was picking that up right from the start. You're a just person as well. You're fair. We have a little, what do you call that? Scale there, which gives me Libra energy. Oh, Spirit. I'm hearing I don't need nobody. I'm hearing I don't need nobody. People might perceive you to be someone who literally does not need anyone. The Tower reversed. They may think that something has happened to you that would have destroyed someone else, like other people, that would have destroyed the average person. And I think that they think that you are extremely strong and that you act like it didn't even really faze you. These people might be confused. They're like, huh? That was unexpected. We have this Uranus energy over here. I'm going to uncover that. They're like, what? Pile 2's like going through a crisis and they're acting like it's not even phasing them. People are just like, what the heck? Okay. All right, Pile 2. You're a badass, I think. You're a baddie. You're a baddie. I don't ever use that terminology, but there it is. That's what you are. We have the Devil. Some people might find you alluring, tempting. Some people might find you to be... They might find you to be someone like, they're like, oh, I better not get involved with Pile 2 because I know it's trouble. And I mean this in the way of like I said, you're tempting. You may be a little seductive. And it's coming out under this ideation card and the Sun. This is kind of like a positive thing. This is, people might think that, what is it? You fly too close to the Sun. I'm thinking of Icarus here. They may think of you as the Sun and they're Icarus. They don't like, I think that people, when they get close to you, they can feel the danger of your heat. Like, I don't know. You're so brilliant. You're so bright. We also have a Sun here. Look at this. A Sun. We have the Ace of Wands. It's lots of fire. The Aries, I didn't even notice that. Lots of fire energy. For some reason, I feel like this pile is Pile 1 but it's the way men view you if you're a female. That's like literally the way my mind has been viewing this the entire time. And I kind of spoke about it, but I'm really honestly very strongly getting that. And I know that that might narrow down the people that this resonates with, but I'm getting that very strongly. And I just keep pulling cards here. I did not get even like half as many as these cards because for pile 1 because I just didn't feel it necessary. But I feel like there's a lot of 7 of Wands. You may have your guard up when it comes to the opposite sex or the people that you may have your guard up when it comes to like people that could be possible suitors. And people feel like they might not be able to get through to you. 3 of Cups. You're definitely a temptation for some. Especially with that Ace of Wands and that Ace of Cups. Very attractive. The 9 of Pentacles, the Strength card, the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups. Very attractive energy. And now we have the King of Wands. That's what I'm saying this. Ooh, we have a 9 of Wands too. Yeah. You're very hard to reach is what I'm hearing. You're very hard to reach, especially with that Rest and 4 of Swords. Okay, I think we're going to stop there. We also, I'm going to note here, we have on the bottom of the deck, the Queen of Swords. You may be a very, what's the word? Someone who speaks their mind and someone who says what they mean. Yeah. So hopefully something in this resonated with you. I hope that you enjoyed the reading above all else, because sometimes people's opinions can be like, huh? Like, sometimes it can be a little irritating when people don't see you exactly accurately. So if there was stuff in this that you feel like, oh, I don't like what people think of me, then, you know, just disregard that because their opinion doesn't matter anyway. But this was just a reading for fun. And if you like this type of video, if you like my content, if you're vibing with me, like the video and subscribe if you have not already. And I hope to see you in the next one. If you chose pile 3 with the Self, you are at the right place. I have 3 decks here. I'm going to shuffle these into your pile and we will jump right in after I get them laid out. Okay, pile 3. So first thing I want to do is note the colors here. Actually, these 2 colors in specific. We have this nice like bubblegum pink and then this nice sherbet type like orangey, I don't know, beautiful watercolor type color. Some people might find you to be very refreshing. I don't know why I'm getting that. It's making me think of like I don't know, peach soda, or like what's the drink? Big Peach. That's what I'm thinking of. Big Peach. It's like a peach sparkling soda type drink. Very tasty, very refreshing, gives you a bit of a zing, gives you a bit of you know, it's refreshing. What else? We have Modern and Uranus there. I feel like some people may think that you are a little different. Pile 2 also got Uranus energy there. Second house, people may think that your source of income is different. Like the way you make money is different. We have the 4th house. They may think your living arrangements are different, that your lifestyle is different. That's what I'm getting. With Scorpio, you are very intense. Some people perceive you to be intense, and then also at the same time comforting. Like pile 1, you have this very like nice mix of energies, very almost extreme opposites actually, but they're very well integrated. They're very well mixed. So it gives you a really distinctive flavor. I think that's where I'm getting that big peach from. With Modern, you may be very up to date with the times. You may be, you may have good fashion sense. You may have just a good sense of what's going on in the world. Like you're connected to pop culture, things like that. And that your card, the Self, you're very well rounded. Look at all the colors there. And this pearl in the center, you're very balanced, I think. Multifaceted, very well rounded. I actually do think all three piles are connected. I hate saying that because I feel like every reading I do, I'm like, oh, you're connected to pile 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like all the piles. And it's like every reading I do, but I really do feel like you are connected to the other two piles. I don't know. I just honestly feel like that's how tarot works. I think that you just pick the pile that is most relevant to you at the time, but I think all the piles are actually each person. So I don't think you can actually ever choose a wrong pile in tarot readings, believe it or not. That's probably not popular opinion, but if you're subscribed and you're going to be watching future videos of mine, just keep that in mind. I don't think that you can really choose a wrong pile. So I think there's a message for you in every pile that you choose, even if you thought that pile was wrong. It's going to be relevant to you at some point, and maybe even subconsciously it's relevant to you and you're just not aware of it. But what else do we see here? Crystal technology. You are tuned into some higher frequency, like I said with pile 1. This card is also giving me that. And I don't know, you just know things. You just know things, but also you know how to use things too. You may be good with technology in general. It might not just be like electronics technology. It might be like anything that qualifies as technology, which is not just electronics. You could be good at using gadgets in general. Things like if you do crafts, if you're a crafter, you're really good with your hands. You can manipulate things, and you just generally kind of know how things work. And I think people know that about you. I think they've maybe witnessed you do something that makes them impressed. I think people are impressed with that about you. Comfort. There's something, I feel like every person you meet, it's like they recognize something familiar in you that makes them comfortable. There's a familiarity about you that most people sense. And I think it's because you're a multifaceted person. You can pretty much relate to anybody. You're a social chameleon, like I said, in the pile selection portion. You really just, it's because you know so much about like what's going on in the world. Yeah. I think we're going to pull tarot now. Nothing else is jumping out at me. People may think that you have a nice setup, like where you live with that 4th house and 2nd house. They might think that you have nice things. 6 of Cups, yeah. You're related to, I think it was it pile 2? You're related to both piles, but I think it was pile 2 that had the 6 of Cups there. People think, like, that's that familiarity, like I said, with this Comfort card. That's a confirmation right there. 3 of Cups. Very friendly. Okay, hold on. I didn't shuffle these good enough because those two were right next to each other. There hasn't been enough shuffling. But if those come back out, we're taking them. Spirit, what else are people thinking, feeling about pile 3? We have the 10 of Swords. They think you've been through something rough. I don't know, some kind of experience that was rough on you. Rock bottom is what I'm hearing. There's been some sort of unfortunate event. I don't know what this is. Because we have Scorpio there. So it make me think of that. King of Swords. You may have been dealing with someone who's kind of like a narcissist or something like that, with that 10 of Swords and the King of Swords reversed. In 4th house, security. You could have been kicked out of your house or something like that. I don't know. What else, Spirit? We have the Hermit, yeah. You may spend a lot of time alone. You may be very, I think that's where the self-awareness comes from, that self card. You're very, like, self-aware. And I think it comes from being alone. some people with that King of Swords reverse could be seeing this as you. Like, they could be thinking that you may have been harsh with your words in some way towards someone. I don't know. This may be a very specific person that you know that you've been, like, had harsh words with or been harsh towards. We have the Ten of Cups. This is such a weird combination of cards. Why do these readings keep coming out so contradictory? The Ten of Cups. Three of Swords. Yeah, okay. People might think that you're heartbroken. They may think that you struggle mentally and emotionally with that Three of Swords. And I think it has to do with your comfort and your stability and your security. Some people may worry about your security and worry about you spending too much time alone. They may worry about somebody being mean to you, actually. Interesting. That King of Swords is throwing me for a loop there. I don't know. And I almost feel like with the Uranus, we have unexpected change. I feel like people didn't expect that. Like, I don't know if there's somebody that you've been dealing with that was mean to you or ugly to you or did something to you that wasn't the best. People are like, wow, I can't believe that happened to pile 3. Like, that person did that to pile 3. Or they're thinking, why? Like, they don't understand why. Why is that happening? We have the Temperance card. This feels like people think that you are patiently waiting for something. I don't know, that you're tempering your life. Like, you're taking life as it comes. I don't know. I'm hearing somebody makes a lemonade out of lemons or whatever with this Ten of Cups. Like, you make the best out of the situation. It's like you have this understanding and people are, like, kind of baffled by it. You have an understanding of life. It's that scorpionic energy. You have an understanding of power and things beneath the surface. You go deeper than the average person, and it gives you a very good understanding and perspective and lens to look through in life. And people can sense that about you. You have the Ace of Wands. Some people may find you very attractive. Very, very creative. Look at this. Yeah, very attractive. We have the Emperor. So pile 2 also had the Emperor. And I believe they had the Ace of Wands as well. I think I'm going to do another reading here soon about what strangers think of you, people that don't know you. Because like I told pile 1, I think some people have you pegged accurately, but I think a lot of people don't. And it's people that you've been around for a long time. You have the Three of Wands. Some people think that you maybe, like, you may have told people actually that you don't want to live around here. That, like, wherever you're at, you want to be somewhere else. Or maybe they think you don't belong where you're at. Like, you should go somewhere else. Like, we have the Ace of Wands, which is an ace, and it's a beginning. It's new. It's fresh. And we also have fresh perspective, and we have the Fool here. I feel like some people might think that you're starting over. You need to start over, maybe. We even have a baby inside this crystal, which is a new life. People may be thinking you're starting a new life, or they think that you are in need of starting a new life. We have the High Priestess. So we're going to stop pulling cards. Whenever the High Priestess comes out, I kind of always just take it, unless it's the first card I pull. I always take that as we're going to stop pulling cards. We have the Chariot on the bottom of the deck here. The Chariot kind of goes with that 4th house, I think, like Cancerian energy. But you're very welcoming, comforting with that 4th house, and the Comfort card even there with the 6 of Cups, the 10 of Cups. You're very welcoming. You are very inclusive is the word I'm hearing, actually. Inclusive. You include people. You make people feel seen and heard. You may like foreigners. We have the Three of Wands. People may know this about you. They may know that you have a passion for foreigners, or you may be what is it called? A xenophile. I think that's what it's called, a xenophile. Hopefully that's the right word. Anyways, with the High Priestess, people may think that you have like a sixth sense, that you're very spiritually connected, and that you receive messages from higher powers. I also kind of get that with the Scorpio. It's like more of an esoteric aspect of it. Actually, no, the High Priestess is too. You definitely have. Ooh, oh my goodness! I've never noticed this in the High Priestess card. I just learned about pomegranate seeds and Persephone. How she ate, what was it, 6 pomegranate seeds, and that bound her to being in the underworld for 6 months of the year. The underworld is where I'm getting out here with the Scorpio. Made me think of the Scorpio, and it also makes me think of this 10 of Swords. I feel like you've been in the underworld, or you've been through something rough that has been emotionally taxing with this 3 of Swords. And people think you're very strong. Considering we have the Emperor here, you haven't, you're like, you got the 10 of Swords and the 3 of Swords. You have definitely proven what you're made of because of being in this, like, having been rock bottom with the 10 of Swords and being completely heartbroken. You still have like this positive outlook with this 10 of Cups and the 6 of Cups even, and the Ace of Wands. I mean, like in the Temperance card, it's like you're doing really well with what you have. Yeah, I don't know. I think people look up to you, actually. People admire that quality about you. Does every single one of these cards have? I guess it does. I've never noticed that. This little symbol here. I don't know if that's like the signature of the person who did the artwork. I think it is. I don't know, like, all of the history of this deck, the Rider-Waite system or whatever, but I never noticed all these little insignia logo things on there. I don't know why that's relevant. But maybe that's just going back to that modern card there. You have like a signature style. You're a very distinctive person with that Uranus energy too. You stand out. You are different. I think that's all I'm getting for you, pile 3. Let me know if this resonated with you in the comments, please. And if you like the video, do like it. And if you haven't already subscribed and you're vibing with me and you would like more content from me, then please do subscribe. And I hope to see you in the next one.